Hello, my name is Paul Lynn, and I am the certified personal trainer and lifetime fitness enthusiast behind MMLF. Everything you see when you open MMLF came from me. I wrote all of the articles, I designed all of the programs, I even programmed the app top to bottom. Most fitness apps, when you really get down to it, are roads to nowhere. Unfortunately, these apps will work you to the bone, starve you to death, and they never get you to anywhere you want to be. MMLF is very different. The idea is it all needs to start with you. Once you select your goal, you set up the program. It's not the app telling you, well, you need to do this and you need to do another thing. It's all about you selecting what things you want to do based on the goal that you're trying to get, and MMLF guides you through that process. MMLF wouldn't be worth much if it didn't train you. It will tell you what you need to work on every week. You'll set up the goals and strategies. It'll tell you how much you need to lift, how to lift it. It'll tell you what your weekly workload is. It manages not just, well, one workout. No, it actually tracks your macro cycles. It gives you deloads and things like that. It keeps you on a healthy, sustainable track so that you keep advancing toward your goals continuously. Working out is great. Eating responsibly is awesome, but if you don't understand nutrition and you don't have a basic understanding of fitness, this isn't going to work for you in the long term. You're going to get results while you're using these programs, but then you're going to go off the rails when left to your own devices, and those results are going to disappear. MMLF has a huge library of articles that I wrote that these aren't theoretical academic articles that, are like college papers. These are actionable, practical articles that you can take and walk away and employ and actually use in your daily life. These are things that are going to change the way you think about activity and food so that for the rest of your life, you're naturally making smarter decisions. It not only makes you bigger or stronger or faster, whatever goal you're working to, but it also makes you smarter. If you aren't measuring your results and the changes happening in your body, then you can't manage them and you aren't going to get to your goal effectively. MMLF helps you with that. Whether you're tracking things like your circumferential measurements of your bicep, your chest, your waist, you need to pull out that tape measure and you need to see, are you growing or are you shrinking? Depending on your goal, that's probably something that you want to see happening. If you're not weighing yourself, if you're not calculating your body fat, hip to waist ratio, and all of these other good metrics, then you really are just going to the gym and grinding away and eating differently and hoping for a good outcome, and it could be months before you really know what's happening. MMLF helps with all of that. It gives you visibility in a way that you know on short-term intervals if you're getting closer to your goal, further away, or if you're standing still. The idea is you don't want to be wasting your time. I don't want you spending hours in the gym and not getting anything for it. MMLF is going to make sure that if you're putting in the work, you absolutely are getting the results. Fitness is a journey. We don't all start on the top of the pyramid, right? It's something that when we first stumble into this, we don't know a whole lot. We're not really sure where to go, how to do it. And our needs in the beginning of the journey are often very different from our needs and wants towards the end. And that being said, I've created an app that grows with you. If all you want is an activity tracker, something that's going to just count your weights and sets and record that for you so you know how much to lift next time, you don't have to set anything up. MMLF is ready to go. Literally, once you open the app for the first time, you can click twice, just 2 taps on the screen, and you're already in a workout ready to start lifting, and the basic exercises are there. Okay? But if you get to that point where you're actually using macro cycles and deloads and different lift timings, and you're worried about protein intake requirements and things like that, you know what? It's all there. It's all ready to go. But the beauty of it is you've got all of this advanced functionality and tools in MMLF that are there for you and ready when you are, but they stay out of your way until you need them and until you want to make them a part of your journey. So MMLF is awesome whether you're just starting out and you say, I don't know what to do, I don't know where to go. It's all in there, and it's going to hold your hand and walk you through getting the most out of the entire thing. But on the other hand, if you're already been doing this for years and you say, you know what, I know what I need, I only need this, this, and this, great. You don't have to use the rest of everything that's in there. Nothing in the app is going to force these things on you. So you can use what parts you want, leave the rest out of the equation if you're not ready for it or you're already past it, and it's okay. You'll never see it. It won't nag you. It won't be in the way. Something that I set out to build when I was developing this app is I needed something that was efficient. When I'm in the gym, when I'm lifting, I can't be sitting there pecking away at my screen every time I lift a weight, okay? I need something that I can pick it up, tap, tap, and I'm done. And then I can focus on my recovery, my stretching between sets, loading the bar, whatever I'm doing. I don't want to sit there and have to be working on an app the whole time I'm in the gym. MMLF requires fewer taps than any other app I've ever seen to actually record a workout. It tells you, it automatically tells you what weight you should be lifting next based on what you did on your previous set, considering your goals, considering your lifting schemes, a lot of information that you provide when you're setting the app up. But you can override these things at any time. So it's fantastic in the sense that it stays out of your way. You know, it's got things like, rest timers and stuff built in. But if you're not using it, you can disable it. If you don't want it to be a part of the process, it's gone. Personally, I'm a very data-driven person, and even when I'm in the gym, I want a lot of information in front of me. I don't just want to go and mindlessly lift something because some app told me to do it. With MMLF, right there on the screen while you're lifting, you've got so much information. You can tune it out and ignore it if you don't need it, but if you want it, it's all there for you. So while you're lifting, while you're actually in a workout, you can see what cycle of your macro cycle you're actually in. You can see whether this is a deload week or not. You can see what your entire weekly workload is and how your workout today, what you're doing, fits into the bigger picture. It shows you what your 1 rep max is of the exercise you've got selected and tells you what percentage of that max you're currently working at. You can see all the sets you've already done of this exercise in the current workout. You can even see all the sets you did for the past 3 workouts of this particular exercise. And then as soon as you change exercises in the middle of the workout, boom, all of that information changes with you, and you can even go back and forth. So it's fantastic for people who want to see the big picture and want to see how all the numbers work together, because it's all right there. You don't have to be bouncing around from screen to screen to get the useful information that you want right there in the heat of the moment. It's all there for you. MMLF is a very clean app. I say that because the interface is particularly Spartan. It's not distracting. There's not a bunch of icons and pictures and things like that that are going to take your eyes off of the information that you need to get the job done. So in that respect, it's entirely useful. What you see on the screen is information that's there to make your experience better, and there's no fluff. You're not going to see ads. You're not going to see nags. It's not going to be bothering you and sending you notifications saying, hey, why don't you buy premium? Why don't you do this? Why don't you spend money? No, it's not going to bother you to even work out or anything like that. Trust me, you know when you need to lift. You know when you need to be in the gym. You don't need an app to tell you that, okay? So what's inside of there is going to treat you like an adult. It's not going to be a nuisance. It's not going to be a bother. It's not going to show you a bunch of pictures of fitness hotties to try to inspire you. This is a serious tool for serious people who are very serious about getting their results. Again, my name is Paul Lynn. I'm the guy who built MMLF. My information to contact me is actually in the app. If you need anything, I'm the person you'll communicate with. I'm here for you. I'm ready to help. Most important thing in the world to me, I want you to get to goal. And I built MMLF as the best tool in the known universe to get you from point A to point B. Thanks for watching. Download and install MMLF if you haven't already. I guarantee you're going to absolutely love the experience.